Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I want to talk a little bit about my P320 customizations, kind of the things that I like to do to my SIGs, my SIG P320s, how I customize them and why I customize them the way I do. So obviously you'll see the gun that I just talked about in my review, the Sig P320 FTE. This one is bone stock. Well, not really bone stock. I do have this the low profile takedown lever in there, and I think that's pretty huge when compared to a this is the standard one right here. You see it's kind of got this little hump. It sticks out a little bit further, and you notice that when you're holding the gun kind of like this, you kind of notice that. So the low profile one is really nice, and I actually just noticed that I had those on both guns. I think one of them came with the gun because I always thought I had this regular one. You don't have to do it anymore. When they first came out with the guns, they had this on this one. You can see because this is an older frame. This is where they had that big, huge safety or slide release, and I wanted to get rid of that, so I had to modify this one with a low profile slide release. You'll see that the gate is way down here versus on the newer generation it's up here. Kind of looks real nice. So that's one of the other things I like about that is the low profile, because your thumb can still rest on that. If you have ever fired a P320, you'll know you tend to rest your thumb on that slide lock, slide release lever, and then your slide doesn't lock back when you're on your last round. So all these guns are unloaded and safe, by the way, so no worries there. Basically the modifications, I'll talk about this gun right here. This is the gun I've been carrying for, I guess, the better part of 6 months now. You'll see it's a special configuration, and another reason that I really like the P320 platform is the modularity. I failed to mention it in my tabletop review, but these grip modules you can get in different sizes, small, medium, and large, and that just basically covers the circumference of the grip. I'm running a large compact grip, so you'll notice that the slide sticks out. This is a full-size slide. So what I've got here is a full-size slide on a compact grip module, and you might wonder why somebody would ever do such a thing. I like it because not only does it look kind of cool, but I like that the compact grip allows me to run a 15-round magazine or a 17-round magazine or the extended 21-round magazine, which I have here. So it kind of gives you a little bit more flexibility. If I could, and I may in the future try it out, I think the ultimate setup would be to have a compact. You get a subcompact grip because you can put a subcompact grip on the compact slide. If you did it, you could put it on the full size, but it would stick out. There would be a gap right here where the dust cover is. So, but you can put it on you can put a subcompact grip on a compact gun. That way you can now run a 12-round magazine, a 15-round magazine, a 17-round magazine, or a 21-round magazine, meaning you can run any magazine made for the P320 or P250 pistol. And I think that would be a pretty sweet setup, just from the aspect of versatility and being able to use any magazine out there. It's kind of the same idea as running like a Glock 26 or a Glock 27. You have the smallest pistol, so you can run all the bigger magazines. I think it would be a pretty cool thing to do. I haven't splurged and bought a subcompact frame yet. I have thought about just chopping one of my grip modules just for fun or whatever, but I don't know. That's something I haven't messed with. Maybe I'll do down the road. So the other reason that I like this setup is that you have a full size slide, which gives you the full sight radius. I'm not 100% sure the measurement. I think it's 4.7 inches, or maybe it's 4.5 inches for a full-size slide. But you have a little bit extra sight radius, which gives you a little bit better accuracy. The further your sights are apart, the more accurate your shots will be. So it's kind of the most accurate setup you can come up with. So that's basically why I like to run the full-size slide in the compact grip. Just a little bit more versatility, cool factor, and the sight radius. I am running Dawson Precision sights here on this particular gun, and I really do like these sights a lot. Maybe I'll do a more in-depth review down the road, but it's, you know, a lot of people are kind of starting to run red dot sights right here on the pistol. I really think, and I did that. I had if you've watched my channel and you've been following, I had an M&P core with a RMR mounted on it, and I didn't really care for it too much. I felt like I was slower to pick up the dot in the sight than I was to just line the sights up. Maybe I just needed some more practice. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't give it a long enough. But with these Dawson Precisions, I really feel like it's almost the same thing. It's like the best of both worlds. You have such a fine aiming point that even at 30 yards, you can make super accurate shots. I don't know if I can get that to focus in or not on that dot. But you can see how fine that front sight is. Versus, you know, you look at the standard sights, which I love, you know, the standard sights too. And that front sight is just a little bit wider, and it blocks out the view of your target. I know you're not supposed to look at your target, whatever. You still see it, even if you're clear on your front sight post and your target is blurry. So that's why I really love these Dawson Precision sights. That being said, I'm sort of on the fence with the fiber optic versus a night sight option, because even in low light where I can still identify my target, I don't have a good reference point for my sights, and that's where I think having you know, the night sights, even in a low light, but not, you know, not dark enough that you couldn't identify your target, but dark enough where you couldn't see your sights. Maybe you're shooting from a low light area into a well lit area. You can see, identify your target, but you may not be able to see your sights because you're in the dark. Fiber optics don't light up unless they got light to light them up. So I think I may in the future go to back to one of my favorite night sights is a Trijicon HD night sight. I hear that they are going to be releasing a new version of the Trijicon HD night sights at SHOT Show this year. So I'm excited to see that. It's kind of a thinner version from what I understand. So maybe it'll mimic the fine aiming point that I have here, but it also will have a night sight in it. I don't know, we'll have to see if they come out. I'll most definitely buy a set and put them on one of these pistols, because I really love the Trijicon HD sights. I've had them on a few guns in the past, and I really love those sights. But the sights on the SIGs, they come with the night sights. They're not bad sights. I like them. I like that they actually come with night sights versus a lot of manufacturers just give you the white 3-dot sights that don't light up. Whatever. So we've gone over the frame, the slide, and the sights. The next thing you will probably notice is I have the Apex flat face trigger on here, and I really do like that. There was a point in time where I thought I was kind of getting buying the hype over functionality, so I actually switched this trigger back out with a standard trigger and shot it for about I don't know, 500 rounds or so, and then I went back to this one, and I actually found that I really do shoot a lot better with the Apex flat trigger. These run about $40 on I think I got this one off of eBay. It was like $42 or something. No big deal. The sights were actually on the pistol when I traded for it, but I think they run about $80 for the. I would get the Charger version. I don't think these are the Charger version, but the Charger version gives you a little bit more of a ledge here for one-handed manipulations if you had to rack the slide off of your belt or holster or something in a one-handed operation. I don't think these are the chargers, but if I did get another set, I would get the chargers. So, and like I said, the frames, if you want to get an extra frame, I went and got an extra. This is a large. These are 40 bucks. The trigger's 40 bucks. This, if you get a first gen gun, so I had 2 first gen guns, and when I bought another grip module, it actually was a newer grip module, and it came with the low profile slide release. So I had because both of these were running the old style release, that was the big one. So I bought one, and one came with a grip module that I bought, and I had to buy it from Sig, and it was like 30 bucks, which kind of sucked because you can buy a grip module for 40 and get that if you get the newer version. I was kind of mad at Sig about that, but it is what it is. If you have to buy one, they're like 30 or 40 bucks. You may be able to go on to topgunsupply.com and buy one. That's where I get most of my parts. I don't get any kickback from them, but that's just where I go for all my stuff. I think that's pretty much it. I like to run the 17 round magazines in my guns for carry. I just like I said, I like to have that ability to run the 15 rounder if I have to. That's pretty much it. Oh, the stippling. I do this stippling myself. I'm still kind of playing around with different things, but that's another thing I love about this is if I screw it up, it's not that big of a deal. It's not a permanent modification. This is a newer job that I just did on this black frame. This is also a large compact grip frame. I kind of played around with the two-tone a little bit, as you can tell, but that's pretty much it on my modifications. I like stippling, I like long sight radiuses, the Apex flat face trigger, and the Dawson sights. Probably will get those Trijicon HD sights. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them below, and thanks for watching.